What's up, YouTubers? It's Jim again, just on the road. I'm heading back towards Ithaca, back towards home. It's awesome wedding, had a blast out here. Really glad that I was able to take this car out and really push it and see what it can do, and it's been wonderful. So glad everything's working so well. I've been monitoring temperatures and specs, and I'm amazed at how equal both packs have been. The temperature, the systems in each battery pack aren't connected, but they've been staying pretty much in line within a couple degrees Celsius of each other, and that just worked out wonderfully. Operating in parallel has been great. I've fast charged, I've slow charged, driven fast, driven slow, and it's been perfect. I'm consistently getting 40-41 kilowatt hours out of the T-Rex pack, and between 37-38-ish out of the Rav pack. I'm not sure how much is usable. I haven't really pushed it all the way towards the end. Usually by the time I stop, my record is still, it was about 100 or 210 miles, and I think in one pack I had 9 kilowatt hours remaining, the other one was 8. So I really think this could do 220, 230, even more possibly. But according to the math, I mean, you guys have to, I'm just spitting out numbers from, I think I looked out before, that this car, I'm guessing, is really doing around 2.75 miles per kilowatt hour by towing this trailer. It can do better, but obviously I'm towing a trailer, so that affects it a lot. So if you take that and add up the total kilowatt hours I have, I think I came to 277 miles, something like that. It was late after a drive, but I think it was right around 277 miles if I could use everything out of both packs. And I mean, that seems crazy high. I don't think I can quite get that, but I think 220, 230 is a safe number in good conditions. Obviously, cold affects this a lot. I'm not using heat or air, and that would diminish it quite a bit, of course. It's been, speaking of heat, it's been about 70, 80 degrees for most of the trip. I used air when I was buzzing around town over there in Maryville, but on these longer stints, like right now my car says 75, air's off. I've been cracking the windows, and it's been manageable. Yeah, it's hot, but it's been okay. The display and readout and all the data that I've been getting, thanks to Liam and Matt, thanks to their help, it's been wonderful. Like, I really have loved having that. I've talked to them both, and they don't really seem to want to sell it or make any money off it or do too much with it. So I think there's a market for it, but yeah, I'm not an expert in that. They built the systems for me, so I can't say that I couldn't even really help you set it up. I had one guy in the Rav4 page on Facebook ask how it was done, and I'm like, I don't even really know how it was done. I bought the car loop dongles, and Liam did all of everything else for me. So maybe you guys could sweet talk them into helping you out with that stuff. I don't know, but yeah, it works great. So I just did an extended full charge with the Rav, both packs, in where was it? It was just east of where I was, Chicago, Burns Harbor Indiana. It was a Nissan dealer, and yeah, full free charge. And then I got in my car to go, and my gasometer actually went up to 195 miles, which is the highest I've ever seen it. And it's funny how it's taking this information and calculating almost an accurate number. I mean, I could do much more than that, at least 30 miles more than that probably with this full extended charge. It's just funny how it stumbled across that number, basically, because the car is actually only doing 2.75 miles per kilowatt hour, but it's taking all of that information from all that power coming from the pack that's coming up front to this battery, it's looking at that as regen. And then of course fast charging with, I've JDMO, designed by Tony from Quick Charge Power in California, and with that system the car has to be on and ready, and all you do is pull the e-brake and it'll activate and you can charge at any CHAdeMO station. And that power coming in also gets recognized as regen power. So it's just funny how it takes all that information and somehow spits out 193. And currently the car thinks I'm averaging 11.4 miles per kilowatt hour. So that's pretty crazy. I wish that was possible and true, but it's not. And yeah, so it's interesting. This has been an eye-opening trip. I've been a little nervous about it, but excited in the weeks building up to this. And oh, there's a tire rack factory. I'm on I-80 heading east. Or not factory, but tire rack distribution center. So I was just nervous, but it just worked out so well. I know I'm not home yet. I still got a ways to go, but I'm really happy with the way things are going, and this pack is just freaking cool. And now I just want to go bigger. I really want to get a Tesla 85 or 100 kilowatt hour pack and put that on the trailer. And I've mentioned this in some forums, but the other goal is to build a teardrop trailer over top of the Tesla battery, because obviously they're flat. Mine's lumpy and it sits really high, so it'd be hard for a teardrop trailer on that one because it would have to be high. But with the Tesla pack, it would just be perfect because it's flat. But I just got to find one that's affordable. I don't want to pay these crazy prices that are out there right now. And as more of those cars get wrecked and more of them get sold, then there'll be more of those batteries out there. And I really hope I can find one at a good price. But that's the next project. I don't really want to sell this one, but I'd consider it just because I want to help fund the next one. But for now, I'll use it, take some trips with my wife and kid, and enjoy it. But this actually was pretty easy. Really happy I got it done. Just yeah, just enjoying the drive. So I've got quite a bit more to go. So the stint that I'm on right now is a little challenging because the area between that was a Bob Rower Nissan, whatever the place, I think that's what it was called. So between there and where was that? Akron, Ohio, in that area, there really isn't anything. There's no fast chargers. There's slow, like 30 amp. There's some Tesla chargers. And on this highway, I'm going to stop at a couple. They have RV rest stations, which is pretty convenient, and they have 1450 outlets. So I'm going to stop and do a plug share review just to kind of check them out, because they don't seem to be too active. I think the last reviewers were from 2016. So I'll check those out, and I'll probably charge for an hour at each. I really wish I could do a longer straight test, but I'm going to need to charge and top off a little bit, because the charge point station I'm going to, just right around Akron that I went to, I stopped out on the way out, it was, oh man, I forget, like 266 miles or something like that. It was just too far to go straight, and so I do need to top off a little bit. So that's the plan. I'm not sure when I'm going to sleep. On the way out, it was perfect for my sleep schedule. I left at 7 o'clock in the morning on Friday the 21st. This is June. And I stopped, charged once, stopped, charged again. And then I was in this gap that I'm in right now, and I needed to sleep. So it was 1 o'clock. I pulled into one of these rest stops and slept while I charged. And I got a full charge at 6 a.m. and took off and went to the Bob Rowan station that I just left. So that actually worked out really great, because I needed some sleep, and that was the slow charger. That's what was available. But this time I got to make it through all these, and I'm going to get to the fast charger, and I'll need to sleep, but my car is going to be done in a couple hours, so we'll see how it goes. I'm already feeling pretty tired. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night. I have this tooth that I needed to have pulled a month ago, and I've been putting it off, and it really started bothering me last night, and I couldn't really sleep so well. So really bad timing. I should have taken care of it, but as soon as I get back to Ithaca, I'm gonna have to make an appointment, get that thing out of there, and hopefully it doesn't ruin the rest of my trip, because I'm pretty tired. But we'll see how far I can drive. Guess that's it, guys. Hope you're having a good one, and I'll talk to you on the next one. See ya.